What's going on, guys? It's Bubble Lip back here for another video today, and well, today we're going to be doing a video on a cool subject that I think we should do a video on. I thought this would be a cool little subject to do a video on, so we're going to do a video on this subject today. Now, still sick, but after that Skullberry video that we did where I attempted to do a full can of Skullberry, but it ended up being only a half a can, so that's why I just named the challenge half a can of Skullberry. But we have the other half of the can for a next challenge that we're going to do. We're going to be doing that half of the can, and we're going to be putting it in, because the first challenge, that was a fuck-up video, but that was just a good, funny-ass video where I threw up. So the next challenge with this Skullberry shit is we're going to be doing a video where we basically put it in as much as we can in, leave it in for at least, we have to leave it in for at least 5 minutes. So without further ado, that will be that challenge. So if we can leave it in for the next 5 minutes, like this video if y'all want to see that, and put it in the comments if y'all want to see that video where we put in a big-ass hog and pinch of Skullberry and see how long we can leave it in for. So we'll remake that video. I'll go back and delete the old video, and we'll remake it. So if y'all want to see a remake for it, let me know. Today we're going to be doing a video on something that is really personal to me for every dipper. This is like the biggest thing of all the time, was their first ever dipping experience. Holy shit. Now let's get into this video. Got some water. Fucking. See if we can do it. Never been good at this. There's still a little bit left in there. Ah! Fuck! Alright, let's get into it. First ever dipping experience. My first ever dipping experience. Well, we're going to have to go back to when I was about 10, 11 years old. And I was hanging out with my real mother, my actual biological mother, and her girlfriend. If you didn't know, my biological mother, I haven't said this before, but she is a lesbian. And I'm not going to say names or anything like that. I'm just going to say she's a lesbian, and she's my biological mother. So her girlfriend was like one of them butch-ass, skinny dudes. Not a dude, but trying to be a dude kind of person. And she dipped because she wanted to get her man persona on. This bitch did everything she could to be like a man, okay? She dipped. She fucking, she shampooed with men's shampoo. She wore men's clothes, men's sizes in clothes. And she had, like, weird tattoos, and she put on, like, men's body spray and stuff, trying to seem like a man. And cut her hair real short and stuff. Trying to look like a man, but she's never looked like a man. She always looked like Ellen DeGeneres' like, retarded stepsister. But, yeah, that's where we have to go back to. And, I was about, like I said, 10, 11 years old. And we stopped at a gas station. We were driving down the road. We stopped at a gas station. We were going to a friend's house to hang out with them for a little while, like a little cookout kind of thing. And, basically, I pulled over and I got me some Jack Link's Jerky Chew. And I was going to put some in. And I seen that, because I seen that she was dipping. I seen that she was dipping Grizzly Wintergreen. And we're just going to get into that. She was dipping Grizzly Wintergreen. And basically, I wanted to try what she had. I was like, man, this bullshit, man, this kid shit. I want to try the real adult. You know, I wanted to try the adult stuff. So, man, we ain't even packed a fucking lip. I just realized that. We'll do it in a second. But basically, I asked her if I could put a dip in. She said, when we get home, or to the house, I'll let you put a dip in. I'll let you try it. And it was Grizzly Wintergreen pouches. That's what she had. So we get all the way over to the house, and we go, and basically, we get there, and there's a swimming pool, and all this other trampoline, and like, you know, fucking kids, like a kid's paradise. And, we got there, and I was, as soon as I got out of the car, as soon as I got out of the He jumped out the car. You know, I'm in a happy mood. I'm like,
oh, can I try the grizzly wintergreen pouch? Bone country.
You know, I was basically like that. So I put in one pouch, and you gotta know, like, I'm a fucking 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I put this pouch in, and I had no, and so a pouch made my lip, hey, bud, you know, my lip was poked out. I was like a fucking moron, probably. I didn't remember, but there was a girl there that, like, I liked at the time, and she was good looking, and I'm a kid, so I don't know what the fuck good looking is. Bitch looked like a damn mud jug. I mean, round, big ass, long, round head, big old body, and skinny bottom. You know, that's what she looked like. You know, like a roadie. Flat. And cylinder. No boobs, no butt, just like Meg Griffin on Family Guy. But I liked her, and I was like trying to be a badass, hard ass walking. Yeah. I got a grizzly wintergreen pouch in, being like, oh, badass. You know, being cool and stuff. And I knew how to do the finger thing. I was sitting over there, you know, packing my fingers and stuff. Like, oh, I'm so cool. Just do this every once in a while. Like, she's gonna suck on my dick next day. I'm stupid. I'm gonna touch her boobie. But. But I had that thing in. I actually had it in for a pretty good long time. I had it in for about 10 minutes. And I want to make sure this motherfucker's still recording, because sometimes this motherfucker likes to cut out on me. Okay, we good. Because sometimes this motherfucker likes to go and die on me. But I had that sucker in for about 3 minutes. Didn't get a buzz. And then all of a sudden, I start getting hot. I'm over here. You know, I'm sitting over here dying and shit. Fanning off. And then I'm just like, alright, I need to jump in this swimming pool right the fuck now. So I go take off my shirt, you know, my fat ass, my big ass titties, big old pepperoni nipples, skinny ass kid, little arms like a damn skinned chicken walking. No arms, big ass body, and skinny ass legs, motherfucker. So I'm walking, you know. You can see my ribs poking out of my shirt, and I look like a fucking old, dilapidated shark now. But I'm not even that old. I got an old person's body. But, basically, I got in that swimming pool, and I was hot as fuck. So I'm sitting there with the dip in. I'm swimming with the dip in. Water probably tastes like grizzly wintergreen, because you know that shit's fucking potent as fuck. And, shit's like Bitrex. If you don't know what Bitrex is, look it up. It's like it's like the world's most bitter substance. And that, you can put that shit in, like, a drop of that shit in a, Olympic swimming pool or something like that, like an Olympic sized swimming pool, and fucking you could taste that shit or some shit like that. Just a drop, just like a little speck of it. But basically, I basically got into it. I got into dipping at a young age, but I was in the swimming pool and I started getting fucking hot. I was like, oh god, I already said this, but I had to jump out of the swimming pool. I took that pouch and yeeted that motherfucker across the field. No, I didn't. I just threw it down beside me. And they had a Lazy Susan glass table. So I put my head down on that Lazy Susan. My hair's all wet, so the table's getting wet. And all of a sudden, I wake back up. And look, the whole table is overflowing with sweat and water because I'm so fucking hot. So I'm like, you know, and I get out. But that was my first ever dipping experience. That was the first ever dipping experience I've ever had. The first time I ever bought my first ever dip with my own money was about 9 months ago, when I bought Grizzly Wintergreen, or Grizzly Mint, and fucking hate Grizzly Mint. That shit tastes like ass, in my opinion. But, yeah, basically that. We didn't pack a lip today. I don't know why we didn't. But, in the next video I'm just about to make after this one, we will pack a lip. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Love y'all. Stay classy, stay straight. Peace out, motherfucker.